everyone, Lorianne here, back with another plan with me, although this is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to do a walkthrough, actually, or a flip through, I guess. I'm not really walking through my planner. A flip through of some of the last couple weeks and days that I've been doing in here, and because I've actually already set up September, and I'm getting ready to set up my first week of September, but I wanted to show you some of the things that I've done and how things have shifted a little bit. Not very much, but so here we go. So this is my Hobonichi cousin, Avec, the second half of the year. I had been using a happy planner, and that was working sort of, but I actually got a little overwhelmed in sticker land and kit land and spent way too much money, and then didn't really like what I'd found and a number of things. I appreciate all of the kits that I had used, and they were really cool and fun themes, but it was just a little bit too much sticker and not enough actual planning and organizations. I was not doing enough. So then I had toyed with pulling out my bullet journal again, which I do still use for other things, but I wanted to try something different. So I remembered that last March when I was at PlannerCon, I picked up a Hobonichi, and this is the original, the small size, and I had gone to a workshop with penguins, and I'll link the Instagram name below, and she did a how I use my Hobonichi, and it was really interesting. It wasn't really just used for tracking her day. She used it more as a journal. And so while I was in San Francisco at PlannerCon, I toyed with that about, okay, well, what if I were to do this with journaling and pictures? I have a sprocket that I really love, so there's me and my husband as we head out. This is the best dog in the world. Duke and family as we were hanging out up in Portland, and then coming back and really sort of getting into it. And I did really like using this, but I also discovered it was a little smaller than I really wanted it to be. So I went to the Happy Planner, I went back to the bullet journal, and then I decided I would try this one again. So here we are. Enough chatter. Let's get to looking at this. Hobonichi Checho. So again, it is the cousin, and it is the Avec version that started in July, but I didn't pick it up until I think the beginning of August. As you can see, most of the month of August is blank, but I did I'm inspired in this particular one by Heart Breathings. Her name is Sarah Cannon. She's a writer, but she also has a number of videos under Heart Breathings on organizing and using your Hobonichi and using a travel. I mean, she uses all kinds of things. And this is just some of the stuff that she did, and so I took inspiration from that, using up my washi tape, which I'm sure we all can stand to use up our washi tape stashes. And, you know, doing some colored themes here, and some stickers from Carpe Diem and from Mambi, and then Gypsy Chaos over here. And that was August. It was really pretty minimal. These are the Coco Fusin. I'm probably totally mispronouncing that. From Hobonichi, and I really like them. They're thin, which means they don't make a lot of bulk, but it also means that they are kind of flimsy. So if you're looking for something that has body to it, these are not the ones to use. And then I actually, about a week ago, maybe even longer than that, as I was getting ready for school. School started this past week at college, and I thought, okay, well, let's do, I had these great washi tapes, again, needing to fill it all out, get it all taken care of. Some stickers from, it's not Carpe Diem, it is, oh, it's Mambi. It's one of these. Life is Lovely. They're just really sweet stickers. So I used some of those. The meeting stickers are from Old Continent Design on Etsy, and I want to thank them for doing that, because then I didn't have to do it myself, and it was a bargain, and just cut it out on my Cricut. These are, I can't remember who these are from. There are an Etsy shop as well. The bows were from Paper Crown Planners. I really love Paper Crown Planners. The rehearsal over here, since I do have a lot of rehearsal, a lot of them, I decided that I would just search out one that had already made rehearsal stickers for me, and that's from Thank Sis Digital Art. And they're just I sized them down on my Cricut, but there that is, rehearsal, with a little drama mask. Because then I don't have to write rehearsal, I can write, you know, what time or things like that instead. And of course I mentioned PlannerCon, so 7 months to PlannerCon in September. Actually no, it's not, it's 6 months. No, it's 7 months. Sorry, as I sort these things out. Just some other washi tape that was really, really fun. And I don't do a lot in the monthly, except the big things. So when someone says, hey, can we have dinner on the 21st? I can look at this really quickly and say, nope, you know what, sorry, I can't, that's Chris's birthday. Or, yeah, sure, I can. I've got time for that. So, because nothing is scheduled. Now, granted, not everything gets scheduled. And so probably somewhere around here, I will do October. So that's the monthly. And then over here, and I do like the Hobonichi covers because they all have 2 ribbon bookmarks. And I use one for weekly, and I use one for monthly. And then I use this for my daily. So again, this is, I sometimes get really stuck and rigid in how a planner is set up, printed, forgetting that I can cover things up with stickers and I can change lines by putting washi tape down or doing a little watercolor and giving it a different background. I forget that. I don't always think outside the box when it comes to this kind of stuff. I want somebody to tell me how to do it, so thank you again, Heart Breathings, for giving me some inspiration here. I covered it in washi. I covered up the dates, and then added the dates in. I did a rose theme here, as it was, my mom passed away in June and her birthday's in August. It was coming up, and so I wanted to, and she loved roses. So again, stickers that I got from Etsy and printed out on my Cricut. And then it's just a variety of things. I also use a couple of stencils, which really quickly here I'm not going to be able to find as I need them. Probably from Michael's, more than likely. Maybe from Etsy. A couple from Etsy. I am planning on ordering the Hobonichi set of stencils because they're small size. They're about this big. And they tuck nicely back here in the Hobonichi book. And they have straight edge and they have stars and check boxes like this. So this was the very first one that I did, as you can see. And I was testing out some stamping, which didn't work very well. You can see it worked better over here. These are the Hobonichi clear boxes that come from Hobonichi, and I really like those because they just sort of give a boundary, a little boundary, and I can then fill in what I need to fill it in. Granted, I have now since moved on and used other kinds of rehearsal stickers, but again, more Gypsy Chaos and more Me and My Big Idea, and some Carpe Diem stamps, and again, these are my plans. So I've been exploring a little bit more using icons and stamps, and trying to get away from stickers as much for some of that because I have so many, and I do want to use them up, but I also don't want to get myself stuck in feeling like I need a sticker for everything when I probably already have a stamp for it. And I get a lot of my stamps from Sweet Stamp Shop, and then Stampabilities. So that's that week, and then a weekend here, and then I put that one upside down. But no one will ever need to know that, right? Except I just told you about it. This was my Harry Potter week. I'm really proud of this week, and then we didn't go to Portland. I thought it was really cool. We were totally planning on it on Sunday when I did this, and by Monday we had changed our minds and said, no, we're not going to do that for many reasons. We stayed home and did a bunch of stuff around the house and had a staycation, and it was really great. I missed the family, but it was one of those things where we were just like, we really just need to do this. We're going to go later. But I really liked how I, tied it all in and used some stickers from Sweet Stamp Shop with my, those were my Spectrum Noirs, which are not here in my hand. But then I also picked up some Artist Loft I'm testing them out before I really invest, because there's things I like about the Spectrum Noir. There's things I like about the Spectrum Illustrator. There's some things I like about the Copic. I have only one. I don't like the nibs on the Copic. They're too big. I like that's even a little bit bigger than this. And then I picked up some of these Artist Lofts to fill in some of my colors, and kind of trying them all out. But these were done with my Spectrum Noir. And what I like about that is that because it's sticker paper, it doesn't bleed, like, at all. Because it goes through to the back, and yeah, of course it bleeds through there, but it doesn't go any further. So that's that one. It's a Harry Potter week, because I thought it might be fun, and I am a very proud Ravenclaw. And I probably was up to no good that week, as said so right here. Okay, so then on to the next week. Same sort of thing, nothing really different, except that I did find the appointment stickers, and I found dug out some more stencils, and then also some theater stickers, back to using my Hobonichi there. And I liked adding this in at the bottom of these weeks to get a glimpse at how the weather is going to look over the week. And that was a really good week for August. And then this is just a Post-it note from me and my big idea, the Happy Planner series. So just again, more stickers. Again, found my class stickers, and those are from, let me tell you who that's from, Jobavi Creations, Jobavi Creations on Etsy. And again, I could have made them myself, but I do really like supporting Etsy shop owners, and I appreciate Etsy shop owners because I have tried to create some of these myself, and I get very frustrated at how tedious it can be. So thank you, all you Etsy shop owners who take all of that time and do those so beautifully that I can just put them right into my Cricut and print them out, and I'm done within about 10 minutes. So this is this weekend. There's, again, it's a school-themed week because it was the very first day of school. School started right here, and trying to get myself a little more organized didn't work, didn't get half these things done. But at least it's here, and now I can really try to see if I can maybe make some progress over the weekend. I'm going to do next week, probably on Sunday, and I'll do a plan with me, sped up plan with me on that one. But those are the weeks, and it really is just washi tape and stickers and stamps. Not a lot of stamps aside from those couple things and the weather. I tend to use stamps more on my daily pages, so I'll skip over here. And my little writing board. I try to keep the S facing me. So this was an idea that I got from Sarah Cannon at Heart Breathings, and that's to do a little overview. And I realize it's kind of redundant, but it actually isn't, because these are grouped in a little bit more generic terms, and yet they're specific to what I need to do throughout the week, and I may not be able to fit all of that over here. And so it was another way for me to just take a look and organize my week. And I really did like it, and then I didn't do it for this coming week. I totally forgot. And you'll notice there's not a lot on these pages, just because I get sidetracked and distracted, and I forget to write stuff down, or I forget to make a little note. But I have done a couple of stickers from me and my big idea, some washi tape from Carpe Diem, Simply Gilded, and so stickers, and then over here I was like, well, wait a minute, I have all these really great stamps. And most of these are from Sweet Stamp Shop, and I love them. The quality is amazing, the sentiments are amazing, and I also then turned around and started to use I have these Kelly Creates aqua brushes and the Zig Clean Color aqua brushes, and they work really well along with my, pardon me, Aquash, I think is what it's called, from Pentel, currently out of water, but, you know, I do just a little bit of that, and then I add some water to it, and it really just makes a nice little image there. So, and I grew up in a town that rodeo and cowboys were actually very big. I am not a cowgirl. Probably at heart I am because of where I grew up, but I just really think she's adorable, and Whiskey in a Teacup is probably one of my favorite statements that I've heard. So, going on, it is a job for bourbon. Did another Harry Potter, as that was a wizard's pub crawl that night. Mermaid Girl over here. Just trying to get ready, had rehearsal for my all-female Shakespeare ensemble, and we are at times a little hardcore, especially as that was a fighting night, so they got to sword fight all night long. So these are my dailies, just to sort of give it a little bit of color. Add a border at the top. I did then over here add in August. I do sometimes just go, okay, wait, what month is it? What day is it? Oh, right, that's the month, that's the day. It's very simple, but sometimes I think, wait, what's going on? So I didn't do it here, and I may go back and fill it in, but probably not. I will probably simply move forward. And then I was just thinking maybe I'll do a few quotes as I do some, go through my day. I'm reading a couple of books that toss out some really nice quotes at me on a regular basis. And this is from a Mary Poppins stamp set that I think I picked up at It's All About the Scrapbook. Yeah, local scrapbooking store in Dixon. And just really like some of the things that are said there. And of course, again, another job for bourbon, because apparently bourbon is the way you get things done around here. So that's that. And I was going to just go through and do this here last day. I know we're about halfway through it, but I picked up this washi tape from Hobby Lobby, and it's Paper House, and it is Wizard of Oz. So there you go. There's that. And you can see here, oops, sorry, wrong angle, all of the characters. And then this is There's No Place Like Home. And I agree. I am home today. And then I thought I would pair it up with this blue one. I think it'll work. So I've decided to speed up this part of the video just to show you a quick overview of how I set up my day. I don't really need to talk much over it, so maybe I'll just play some music. I am using that blue. I do believe that blue works really well. So enjoy, and I'll be back in a minute. Thanks for joining me today. That's my setup and my Hobonichi. I did just put in my order for my next set of Hobonichi, so I'm very, very excited to see what happens. I'm just showing you there how it doesn't really ghost. If you have anything to share about your Hobonichi, please do so. Ciao.